Sacred Virgin River Narmada, a multifaceted river. It has many shapes, colors, sound, culture and music. It has witnessed the changing faces of civilization. One can catch the first glimpse of the Narmada at Amarkantak, a small village in Shahdol district of Madhya Pradesh. A small kund is believed to be the source of the Narmada. Hindu mythology associates the birth of river Narmada with Lord Shiva. It is believed that Narmada was born from the sweat of Lord Shiva's throat while he sat on tapasya at Maiki Bagya. Hence, Amarkantak has a great significance for Hindu pilgrims. From Amarkantak, the river flows for 6 kilometers as a small stream through lush green fields and dense forests to fall at Kapildhara. The Shah river then disappears into the forest and reappears at Dindori, traveling through hills to reach Mandla. The fort of Mandla is a testimony to Rani Durgavati's rule, the tribal queen of Gonds. Here a tributary river Banjar then joins Narmada. The growing river now faces its first obstacle, the Bargi Dam. This was the first power project on the Narmada, which promised to generate electricity for industrial and domestic needs. Subsequently, the planners of development decided to construct more than 3,000 dams all along the river. The Sardar Sarovar power project has generated a lot of controversy, mainly on grounds that the industry-based development project neglects the human face and the ecosystem. The Bargi Dam that submerged 160 villages has forced villagers to live in extreme conditions of poverty and hunger. These victims of development have set an example for the rest of the people of the valley to fight against modern development projects that threaten to drive them away from their homeland and snatch away their only source of livelihood. At Bargi, the river appears as a captive. The controlled water is released slowly from the reservoir. Once out from the reservoir, the river flows towards the rushing, gushing falls of Dhuandhar. This spectacular sight attracts lots of tourists. Here, Narmada passes through marble cliffs and then resumes its journey as a narrow stream, till it slows down to a peaceful, leisurely pace at Bhera Ghat. The place hosts innumerable craftsmen who put life into the marble from the river and turn them into beautiful pieces of art. From Bheraghat, the smooth-flowing river enters Hoshangabad, a small island town. The bathing ghats of Hoshangabad are the longest ghats of river, buzzing with religious activities and rituals. The rock paintings near Hoshangabad unfold another era of time. The drawings depict the arrival of the Aryans in India with their horses. In pre-Vedic period, Narmada was the only divide between Aryans and the Dravidians. The sandy river of Hoshangabad flows into the beautiful temple town of Omkareshwar, famous for its ghats and temples. One of the 14 Jyotirlings of Lord Shiva is situated here. The river now enters the Nimad Plains, one of the richest agricultural tracts of India. These regions also face the threat of submergence from the Maheshwar power project. Interestingly, the Narmada is the only river in India that travels from east to west. It travels 1300 kilometers from Amarkantak to Bharuch, passing through Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra and Gujarat. A population of about 25 million people live in the river valley. The industrial town of Bharuch is the last town through which the river flows. At the bank of the river lies a fort where a family of Hakims still live. For centuries they have recorded the history of Narmada. The oldest mosque of India is also situated inside the fort. Few kilometers from here, the river becomes so wide that the other bank can hardly be seen. The Narmada has now reached the end of its journey. With its wide open arms, she embraces the sea. The road is long, the pace is strong, Narmade Har. Narmada banks is where I belong, Narmade Har. The river is deep, the river is wide, Narmade Har. More parikrama on the other side, Narmade Har. The river is shallow, the river is narrow, Narmade Har. Wiggly as a snake, not straight as an arrow, Narmade Har.